Hello there, welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with Guinea Titan, and we're here on Redshire, 1944 variant of Redshire, and once again this is another one of the highlight games from my attempts to get the third mark of excellence on the Comet. Now I don't have the third mark of excellence, I have it at this stage. I've already shown the game that where I achieved the third mark of excellence, but I had two Ace Tanker games. Showed the previous one on Friday, showing this one today, and it is probably the highlights of my search for the third mark of excellence. So initially we're a tier 9 game. There's a fair few tier 9s, three or four tier 9s and a bunch of tier 8s. The enemy have a slight advantage, I think, in tier 8. But I'm going for the central ridgeline here just to see, because it's a kind of good spot. You can get a view of everywhere and you can dominate around. The other variant is 94. Yeah, Redshire 1944 Ace go for the ridgeline there, just off to my front right. But I don't go there the 1944 variant that much. The way in is just too exposed, and well, at the moment people tend to not send heavy tanks over the heavy tank corner, and or at least not in the same kind of numbers, although the enemy is doing it. And I'm being spotted and targeted and shot at by, I think, well, I think I was spotted by the T-20. And I'm not spotting them back either that much. So, although I was hit, I think, by the FE-4202P. Yeah, Tiger managed to get a shot in and do an ammo rack damage, which is quite useful. That'll force me to repair. So the Tiger's going to really suffer from a damaged ammo rack. We're going to lose that side. We just sent in a lot more tanks, and the advantage is frequently on the team, the northern spawning team, in that battle, actually, because especially on this version, they get into cover a little bit quicker. The T-20 has just overcommitted and is now about to suffer the consequences, and so is the Batchat. I think he suffered the consequences of not having a fire extinguisher, because he's probably running food instead. So you win some, you lose some. Need firefighting and safe stowage, preventative maintenance, and a few other things of that nature. So they're going to come out, which means I got to pull back, because I don't want to be shot at from two directions, and I want some cover for these guys. We do have a guy in the village who's going to act as a spotter, because the problem with the village is that it's going to be under fire from the ridgeline at the back as well. And our allied, better off, he was on our side of the village. Forced them to come around into open ground where we can see them. However, the FE-4202P makes our life a little bit easier by coming around to our side of the map, as does the other FE-4202P. Is there two of them there? Or is that the same one? And we have a Tiger 2. Now the Tiger 2 is being a bit more careful. Our guy's still alive, which is good. He's found himself a little corner, and we have a couple of things shooting at the Tiger 2. So I'm thinking, okay, I better go over here and clean up, because we can now then exploit back down the zero line to turn the enemy flank, because it's bound to be the tank destroyers. They were shooting into the village, and they're about to be back down there. Now I fire in the open ground, but the Tiger moved back, so the barrels took the round, and I think they ricocheted my round. We got the last shot in and got the kill. There's the and there's an incoming shot from the tank destroyers. I could have hesitated there to get the shot into the Craft Panther, but I was afraid of the possibility there might be more than one tank destroyer down there. Now I'm more comfortable engaging with the Craft Panther, because I'm on my side of the town. You know, the villages between the houses between me and the enemy tanks, or at least I hope so. And I should have allies shooting into the Craft Panther, because the Craft Panther is also on our side of the town, outside of the houses, so there should be no obstacles. Still, we took a lot of damage doing that. But we got out ahead, and we're 4 tanks up at this stage, so I think we're going to get the fight. Now, the main thing in my case is I have over 2,000 combined damage at this stage, so I'm going to make progress. We're spotted by the tank destroyers, but I should have it lost by the time I get up on top. I mean, yeah, they know that I'm there, although they're not paying attention. Waffendrager Panzer IV in reasonably good nick, actually, except he's now out in the open. He's getting caught. I was trying to track him there, but I wasn't succeeding. However, he's managed to take a fair walloping, and I've gotten some spotting damage from this. Now, I thought, okay, it'd be a bit too much to come up on the same side too often. There's an issue 152. I want the gun to settle, but however, somebody else got him before this sight settled down. And as I drive forward, we spot the Waffentrager, which does admittedly have much better stealth than the 152. So 176, 162, 14 points. Come on, you can do it. Now he's not looking at me, so I don't know where that round went. And come on, 14 points. He's gone. So that's it. I'm not likely to get the artillery. I think the artillery is up in A8 or somewhere, right there at the corner. We're going to drive down. However, we've, what, over 3,000. Nearly 3,000 combined damage, which is a pretty good result again. So it should do me. And a lot of them are against high tier tanks as well, so they're worth more experience. Although at this stage of the game, I was more interested in damage than experience. I'd rather a high damage game that was class 3 mastery than an ace tanker game that was poor damage. However, we did a reasonably high damage game, and we got the ace tanker. And we were still only 2 marks of excellence. However, we were so close. You'll see it now, 94.86%. More than 1,000 damage would probably have put me over the point. And of course, I fell back. It was another 30 games and several days before I actually regained that position again and finally got my 3rd mark of excellence on the Comet. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.